Let's talk about ways that you can get discovered online. We're doing this series to help realtors grow their business in 2018. This is the part 2 where we're talking about ways for them to discover online and offline. 3 quick ways. Number 1 is online, live streaming. Live streaming gets 3 times the number of views, 10 times the number of comments, and it's prioritized in the newsfeed. A fun way to do it is when you collaborate with a team, your team that you're working with, that is anybody who your client needs before, during, and after their journey. Collaborate with them. Have them do some takeovers. Like here's a takeover from an agent for a brokerage. You can have anybody take over your social media. It can be clients, it can be employees, it can be anybody that you choose. Another local business. Make it fun. It switches things up. If you're afraid to turn that camera on and press the button to go live, partner with somebody else. Jump on there with somebody else. Are you a realtor? Jump on with your lender. Have some conversations. Jump on with your kids, your husband. Just make it fun and engaging. So the second way to get discovered online is through videos. Remember where you're putting up your video. If you're putting it up over here on social media, it's 15-second, 1-minute videos, and they're scrolling through without the sound on. So put the words across so you can be found. Over here on YouTube, they're willing to watch a longer video. So put a longer video up, and they're listening to it with the sound on. So think about how your target audience is consuming videos, how you can deliver value, how can you engage with them, what type of content would they want. On this slide we have, I'm going to be sending out some content ideas for you to have if you're stuck and don't know what to do your content on. So I will give you a download link, look for it, and you'll be able to download these slides with this whole journey and these tips on how to get discovered online and offline. And then you're going to also get other goodies, but content ideas are there, how to build the relationship, the customer journey, a lot of good stuff. So don't miss out on that. Actually, I'll just give you the link right now. It's bit.ly/sellers with an S journey. bit.ly/sellers with an S. So SELLERS journey. Okay, and on this video, this I thought was really great. A realtor had posted this video on how to sell a haunted gingerbread house. So that's a haunted gingerbread house. Very unique, fun, tongue-in-cheek, got my attention. Do videos like that too. And number 3 online is doing image post. It used to be hot that you would do minimalist post. Now people want color, they want texture, they want lifestyle images. They want you to bring them into that moment where whatever it is you're talking about is happening. For example, these 2 little girls, you know what's happening there? They just found out that they got the home they really wanted and they no longer have to share a bedroom. How excited are they? And when you post, make sure you're staying on social media for another 10, 15 minutes, because that's when people are liking and commenting and they're going to share if they're going to share, and then you're engaging in the conversation. And your job is to try to move it off the newsfeed. So you can go into Messenger, into Facebook, Messenger. You can try to get them to talk to you on the phone, depending on what the content is about. Your real goal is to build that relationship off the newsfeed. The magic happens when you get them offline and you're having these conversations on text. Email's not as much, but email can do it. And then face-to-face is the ultimate way to build relationships. So that's your goal. Get them offline. Get them to talk to you. Now let's talk about 3 ways to get discovered offline. Live events. Remember that team collaboration I was talking about that you've put together for people who can help your clients before, during, and after you've helped them? Yeah, collaborate with this team. Can you go rent out a movie theater and have a client's night or a prospect's night there? Can you go and do a summer party, a holiday party together, sharing the expense, referring to each other, getting a bigger group of people together? Also doing pop-up shops. People get confused about pop-up shops and they really overthink it. No rules. There are no rules. You figure out what your pop-up shop is. It's basically you just going to a location that is not your office and popping up shop. So what is that for you? When you pop up shop, it could be like Avenue Real Estate. They collaborated with some local businesses and they had a fun girls' night out to get to know people in the community, or women in the community got to know each other, got to know the local businesses. They had fun. You can do a pop-up shop if you know, like here where I live, Silicon Valley people are relocating. So go down to the Bay Area, go down to Silicon Valley like San Jose, go to a coffee shop, plop yourself down there and say, I will be at this coffee shop from this time to this time. I will answer all your real estate questions. Just come by and see me, or post on social media. I'll go on and live stream so that you're always talking to somebody. Even if somebody hasn't shown up at the Starbucks you're at or whatever coffee shop, you're answering things online for them. You can ask for questions in advance. And remember, tell them because they're relocating. And if you want to find out more about the area I specialize in, Pleasanton, Livermore, Tracy, Lodi, wherever, maybe it's in a different state. If you want to think about moving out there and you have questions, I can answer those questions too. I am an expert in that area. Number 2 offline is to be different. Make sure that you are standing out and you're being different. So this is a standard postcard that a realtor would send out. This is called a market update card. It basically is telling you what's going on in the neighborhood, what's sold, what did it sell for compared to what it was listed for, what's pending, what's for sale. All your information is here. It's not building a relationship. Yeah, it's showing me that you have information that you pulled from somewhere, that you know what's going on in my neighborhood, but you're not building a relationship with me. Instead, here are 3 postcards that we've done recently that I think are exceptional. The top one, near or far, I have you covered. So you basically say, you're here and you're selling a home and I got you covered there. I can sell your home, and wherever you're going to, I can help you there too. And the bottom 2 are, we care about you. We want to find out what your real estate goals are and help you get there. Send messages out like that instead of just the normal marketing update card, just your normal other postcards. Mix it in, show that you care, show that it's more than just the transaction to you. Down here, you know what that is? That is a stack of business cards that I think almost every person has on their desk, and they have no idea whose business cards are in there. Everybody looks the same. I mean, if I said to you right now, pull out your business card, I guarantee you're going to pull out a paper business card and you're going to show it to me. How about doing a business card that gets attention? One that stands out. You know, like my lip balm business card. I've had people who have handed this out and they're like, oh my gosh, it says smiling because I have my name on your lips. It has all my contact info. I give it to them and they're excited. And then 20 minutes later, somebody else will come over and say, I heard you have cool business cards. Can I have one? And I'm like, sure. If I give out a paper business card, they would never come over to me and ask me for that. There's also the microfiber cloth card. So in a pouch, it's all neat and tidy. But look at the imprint area. You can do a lot with this. And it's really nice and it's useful. And you're not going to be able to have your business card put in that stack and forgotten about. And the plant a tree card. So they can plant a tree anywhere in the world. They get to choose. It's fun. And once they've downloaded that plant a tree, they then take their headphones and they wind it around. It is solving a problem that a lot of people have, including myself, where you have headphones, you're going to the gym, they're tangled up mess, right? What better use of that than having your business card, planting a tree, saving the earth, and saving a disaster in their purse or their gym bag or wherever it is. Give them a tangle-free headphone winder. Oh, and just a little aside on this one, that lip balm, you can always go do it as a pop by too, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But that lip balm says you're the balm. You can give that out for Valentine's Day. You can give it as a thank you. You can recognize them for doing something really good. And number 3. Number 3 is your branded items. So I call branded items breadcrumbs. Why is that? Because you got to think like Hansel and Gretel. They laid the breadcrumbs out, so when they were ready to go home, all they had to do was follow it back. A branded item does the same thing. For example, if this was branded, and I use this all the time, every time I look at it, I'm thinking of you. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember Joe Smith Realty, or whatever your company name is. I'm always seeing it. Even if I don't consciously know I'm seeing it, subconsciously I know I am. It also makes it so when they're ready to use your products or services, they know how to get a hold of you because it's branded with your information. They're not digging through that huge stack that I showed you and never being able to find you. So Popeyes. Popeyes. Most realtors know what that is. A lot of realtors do it. In case you don't, a Popeye is just a item that you give out with a fun little card that ties it in together. For example, this is what I'm showing right here. For example, this is a USB car charger. And this is the postcard that says, get ready to charge your smile. And it has a challenge on the back. So this can be a Popeye. We can also, I'll talk to you in a second about another way to use this. But going back to Popeyes, I had a realtor who started working with me about 3 years ago, I think it was. And she said, I know you're talking about branded items and you think that we should be doing our Popeyes as branded items, so I'm willing to try. She said, I want to do a mug. So let's put our logo on it. And I said, well, the point is, you want them to be excited about this mug, to like reach in the cupboard, open it up and be like, oh, I need that mug today. One that has a fun message, an inspiring message, something that makes them smile or feel good, something that you know that maybe they'd even take a picture of it, like it's Pinterest worthy, right? It's Facebook worthy. So then your cup that you gave them that's branded is seen on social media. That's the kind of branded item I'm talking about when you're doing like a cup. And then fill it with some candy and then hand it out. Well, she did, and she came back to me and she said, wow, that really worked. I got a client that I never would have gotten because one of the people I gave that Popeye to, she took her coffee cup to work because see, she liked it. If it had just her logo, she probably wouldn't have done it. She took her coffee mug to work. She was sitting at her desk. She was drinking her coffee, and a coworker was talking to her and said, can you give me that realtor's name? I want to talk to her. I need a realtor right now. Isn't that perfect? And then here, because you're already sending out probably letters and postcards out to your database, your farm, however you're doing it, quarterly, do something that's fun. So what we had just talked about with the USB car charger with the postcard, do it there where you're mailing it out. Can also do something fun for like Star Wars Day. I know that none of my clients are getting anything else from anybody on Star Wars Day, but they get stuff from me. So this was, it says, always be yourself. Unless you can be a Jedi, then be a Jedi. The pen is branded, and the top of it lights up like a lightsaber. And the back has a Star Wars themed message. And yes, can you see it? That's me dressed as a Jedi. Making it fun, engaging, memorable, creating experiences. So now your client has raised their hand and they said, yes, I want to meet with you. When you go to this first meeting, I don't want you to just think of it as like a boring old meeting. This is like dating. If this was an app, they would swipe right to keep you and left to go on to the next realtor. You don't want them to swipe left. You want them to stick with you. So are you going to show up empty-handed? No, you're not. Notice what I have highlighted in this kit that we can create for you. You have a notebook. I'm saying a notebook because when I was going through my experience of buying and selling my home, I had my realtor that I was selling my home with who was giving me information and talking about the sale price. And we walked through and we looked at the house and what we need to change in order for it to go on the market. And we're having phone calls, and it was like over and over and over again, information from her. And I'm like going on Google and Pinterest, and I'm trying to find information I need. And then I'm over here with my realtor that I'm buying my home with, and he's giving me information about schools and neighborhoods and showing us houses, and I'm drawing out rooms and taking measurements, and I had chaos. I said, forget this, I need a notebook to keep everything together. And that's what I did. I went and bought my own notebook. But can you imagine if they had handed me a branded notebook? I would have been in heaven. And then you can open it up on that first page. We could do a custom page talking about you as the realtor, talking about your collaboration team, including specials and coupons to incentivize this new prospect, your new client, to use your collaboration team. That's the goal of the collaboration team, to refer to each other, to help each other grow your businesses. You also can have your checklist. So as my realtor had walked around the house and told me things to do with it, I could have had a checklist that we went room by room and we wrote in information there. Also, have links to your Pinterest board. Links to your Pinterest board. I say that because I spent a lot of time on Pinterest and I didn't have that information. So if one of my realtors would have had the Pinterest board, like my realtor Donnie, who was like Mr. Guru, Mr. Expert, if he had said, these are the schools, these are the neighborhoods, this is where you want to, you want to live, go check out my Pinterest board on there. And then I also have the trends for this year, what's hot in the houses, some organizational tips, tips on moving. I mean, there's a ton of things you can do on your Pinterest board, and you don't have to constantly be changing them, because it's basically like your frequently asked questions and positioning yourself as an expert. That's what I want you to do. So have a Pinterest board, have a link to the Pinterest board inside this notebook. I also especially love this notebook I'm showing, because when Donnie would take us out to houses to look at, I didn't want to carry my purse. But if he had done a notebook like this, I could have just stuck my phone in here, has a little slit in the back that holds your phone. I would have only had to carry this, open it up, made my notes, done my sketches. If I wanted to take some measurements, it's all together in the same notebook. Everything's here. Also has a pocket to put cables. You can slide those specials and coupons I was talking about. So if you have a team member that you've collaborated with that says, for the next month we're willing to give the special, print it out on a little card and stick it in here. There's lots of little pockets. I love, love, love this notebook. This is so good for so many different events, but I'm highly suggesting that notebook. Before you go to this meeting, I want you to think about, do they have kids? Do they have pets? Find out. And if so, bring them a gift. Bring them something fun so that you understand, or you're showing your new client, I understand it's not just about me and you in this, it's about your whole family, and I'm here to care for your whole family. You need to make sure that you're getting obsessed with your client, know where they're at now, where they're going, and how you can help them get there. So that is the end of stage 1. That is the part where we're talking about lead generation activities to get them to raise their hand and then have that first meeting. On the next video, we're going to start here with stage number 2, which is relationship building. If you want to get the slides, go to bit.ly/sellers, SELLERS, journey. So that's sellers, SELLERS, journey, and you can get the slides. I'm also going to be sending you out some goodies. So you're going to get content ideas, you will get marketing ideas, relationship building ideas to help you along with this customer journey to really maximize your results. I look forward to talking to you. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and don't forget to share this out to anybody who needs us. Follow us on the socials, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. We're out there. We're always putting out marketing tips for you, inspirational thoughts for the morning. So we want to see you over there too. And remember, smile, because happy looks good on you. Have an amazing day.